Hey everybody, it's Lon Seibin. It's time for another unboxing, and this is also going to be an announcement of a live stream that we'll be doing tomorrow on the main channel at lon.tv. These are these little kits from 8bitdo that convert your original retro game controllers into a modern controller that works with the Switch, Windows, Android, macOS, and Steam. And there's even a battery in the box to make them wireless controllers. And I got a bunch of them in by surprise. I didn't even know these were coming. Free of charge from 8bitdo. And I'm going to probably do the NES controller mod in my live stream and the upcoming review, because I think this is the only controller I have that's compatible here. But we'll take a look and see what else might be in the archive. So let's open this up. They're not paying for this review, nor are they reviewing what we're about to do here before I upload it. So let's go open the box here and break the seal. We'll open up the other ones too to see what else we've got. So this is the one for the original NES controller. And we've got our instruction guide here. They say you don't need to solder anything, so there shouldn't be really anything more than a screwdriver that you need to make all of this work. So here is the basic instructions. It looks pretty easy. It's actually more operational instructions than there are installation instructions, which is great. And let's take a look inside here. And it looks like you also get the screwdriver in the box too. How about that? So we got a little charging cable. It looks like a tiny little connector on there. So it looks like maybe it's not going to charge with a standard USB connector, likely because it has to interface physically with the old hardware and that round hole they have on it. And let's take a look at what this is looking like here. And again, this is for the original NES controller. So you can see the pads here where the controller will make contact, or the controls will make contact. So the D-pad here, the two buttons, and your select and start button will go there. You can probably operate this actually without even using the controller at all. There's a battery here on the back that's already soldered down and stuck to the bottom of the board, so you can make it wireless, and I'm assuming this is probably the wireless module on it. So that is the original NES version. We'll quickly go through the other ones and see what they look like here. They sent me one here for the NES Classic Controller. I never actually got an NES Classic, but my sister has one. Maybe I'll mod hers and see how that goes. So we'll crack this open real quick. So this is kind of a more modern implementation, I guess. And I would imagine this board will probably look similar, given how close to the original the NES board was. And they give you a different screwdriver here, probably because it's a different type of screw that it uses. And we can probably see here through the plastic what this looks like here. So there you go. That's what that one looks like. And this one, it looks like it's also using the round connector. They also have USB connectors on there. I think that's for doing firmware dumps and everything. So I'll have to see how this works when you want to do a firmware update on these controllers. I'm hoping there's maybe some kind of wireless means of doing it, because I think that USB connector is going to be behind the plastic. So we'll have to see how all of that happens in the future. Because sometimes these controllers do need firmware updates. This one is the mod kit for the original SNES controller. I do have two of those, but I'm actually using them quite frequently. I'm not really eager to go and mod those just yet. So maybe if I can get another one in, we'll do a follow-up video with this, because I do use the original SNES controller with my NT Mini. I actually have a lot of NES controllers here just because I have owned a bunch of those NES consoles in my life. My wife came to the house, to the marriage with one essentially. So I'm going to take this one out of the bag because this one has more buttons, obviously, and I'm eager to see how all of that works. So let's take a look here. So again, like the other one, you have the battery, and we have the wireless thing there, and this probably has to get positioned properly in the controller. Maybe we'll do this anyhow, just because this one looks a little more complicated. So there you go. That's what that looks like. And again, it's got the little round connector in there for hooking everything up. So let me put it back in the anti-static bag here real quick. I know people are probably going crazy that I am handling these electronics with my bare hands. I'm sorry. But I wanted to do the unboxing here, so that is that one. And let's take a look at this last one here. So this one will mod the original SNES Classic Controller, or the new SNES Classic Controller, which I do have, and I do kind of have extras of that one, so maybe we'll do that mod instead. And let's see what this one kind of looks the same. And I think this one might be very similar. Oh, look at this. It's actually got a different battery on there. Yeah, so it has a very similar kind of layouts. Maybe we'll do the NES original NES controller and the SNES Classic Controller just to see how it all comes together there. So that is that. And I'm guessing it's probably going to be very important you check for firmware before you do the installation. Otherwise, you'll have to take the controller apart probably to do the firmware updates on these. So I think that's probably warranted. I think they've been getting better with their firmware lately, so we'll see how it comes together. So in any event, we're going to talk about all of this on the live stream and then on the full review. So we're going to have a live stream coming up Friday. I'm probably going to look at doing that around 2 p.m. Eastern time in the United States. I'll send out a little thing to notify you all about that. And then following that, I'll have enough to do a full review, which you'll find on my main channel at lon.tv as well. So stay tuned for these 8bitdo kits.
This channel is brought to you by the lon.tv supporters, including gold level supporters Chris Allegretta, Tom Albrecht, Bill Reiner, and Kalyan Kumar. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to lon.tv/support to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe. Visit lon.tv/s.